Hi, this is Juan from JuanTutors.com. Welcome to my totally free office hours. Today we're working on the January 2017 Algebra 1 Common Core Regents. If you want to access these exams anywhere in the world, go to nysedregents.org and click on the appropriate link. All right, let's get started. Here's problem 3. Analysis of data from a statistical study shows a linear relationship in the data with a correlation coefficient of negative 0.524. Which statement best summarizes this result? 1. There is a strong positive correlation between the variables. 2. There's a strong negative correlation between the variables. 3. There's a moderate positive correlation between the variables. Or 4. There's a moderate negative correlation between the variables. Definitely try the problem on your own. See if you get the same answer as we do. Don't trick yourself into getting the wrong answer. All right, that's my hint before anything. If you need a hint, don't trick yourself into getting the wrong answer to this question. So here's what we do. Here's the correlation coefficient. So R is equal to negative 0.524. So what does this number mean? First off, it's negative. Okay. So the correlation coefficient is negative, so the correlation is negative. There's a negative correlation, so that eliminates choice 1. It eliminates choice 3. So now the question about whether it's a strong negative correlation or a moderate negative correlation. Well, here's how it works. You have a correlation between negative 1 and 1. And so here's 0, here's negative 1, here's 1. And now rarely will you have a correlation of exactly 1, but this is perfect. And this is perfect. Meaning, and you have a perfect correlation, for example, in a situation where data fits perfectly on a straight line without any deviation from the straight line. Now, this is from here to here, strong negative. From here to here is strong negative, strong positive, positive. So how about from here to here? Let's say from here to here. Okay, so from here to here, this is moderate negative. Let's say this is like 0.4. Let's say this is 0.9. Negative 0.9, negative 0.4. This is positive 0.4. This is positive 0.9. So that's moderate negative, and here we have moderate positive. Okay. And this is from here to, like, let's say down to negative 0.2, maybe, or to positive 0.2. This is weak negative. Oops. I'm not even going to go down to negative 0.2. I'm going to go down a little lower. Can I erase that? Okay. Like 0.1. Okay. Go down to 0.1. So this is weak negative. And this is weak positive. And here, from here to here, negative 0.1 to 0.1, this is almost no correlation. And 0 is no correlation at all. So what does it mean to have no correlation at all? It means the data doesn't fit a line at all. And so why do we all say this whole thing, almost no correlation? Well, because if you so let's talk about first why we would say that at all. Why would we would say strong positive and strong negative? Strong positive, the data would fit like very closely to a single line. Okay, so the line that this data fits is very clear. Okay, and it has a positive slope. A strong negative correlation has a negative slope, okay? And the dots fit a very, very, very tight line going negative, okay? With a negative slope, okay? Now, moderate negative is a situation in which moderate positive and moderate negative, let's say moderate negative since that's the one I said, is a situation in which the data fits a negatively sloped line, but maybe the data isn't very tight onto a line. So you could see these dots, you could see a trend going downward, but not a very good trend. This is what data with a moderate or weak negative correlation looks like. Okay. So now what about this thing with no correlation at all or almost no correlation at all? Well, there's an issue. If you try to create a set of points that have 0.000 correlation, that's difficult. So usually this is expressed with data that looks like this. Okay, clearly there's no line at all, right? The data is just completely spread out as randomly as possible. This data, if you put it in a calculator, you'd get a 0 correlation, or very, very close to 0, maybe like 0.001. And that's kind of my point, that if you just move a single point from here, move it to here, and maybe move this one to here, or maybe the data points were not taken at all, that changes the correlation coefficient. So the point is that the correlation coefficient is highly dependent on just on positions of the points, and you will get a non-zero correlation coefficient even if the data really doesn't fit on the line. You will just get a very small correlation coefficient. So any correlation coefficient between 0.1 and negative 0.1 it can be assumed to have no real correlation. All right. So that's that. So now, it's a negative correlation. Now, according to what I just defined, it's a moderate negative correlation, right? That's said. And now, so that data might look something like this. Okay? Hopefully that helped. Hey, thanks for watching. If you're watching from one of our playlists, hit the fast forward button to start the next video right now. If not, go to youtube.com, search for JuanTutors.com, click on the name, and definitely hit the subscribe button, and click on the bell if you want to receive notifications when we post new videos, and scroll to the bottom. All of our playlists are going to be right at the bottom. Just click on the appropriate playlist and play all the videos from there. And if you feel like you need a little extra boost with tutoring, go to our website, check out our testimonials, and if you feel like we're right for you, you can click on the Contact Us link and contact us straight from the page. Thanks for watching.